Oh, you over to his live.
Hello everyone, happy 1st of May. It is finally the month of Flores de Mayo. And for this video, I would like to just have a sit down video where I reflect and summarize what happened in April so that this month would be different. I hope we'll both get cozy and reflect how April went by so that we can both be better for ourselves and for others. I went on and summarized my April with a Venn diagram. Of course, a Venn diagram has the positives, the negatives, and the neutrals. As I am reading it now, I think that although April is my birth month, it was not my month. I hope that after this month could be better. A disclaimer, this is only in comparison to March. Let's start with the positives. For the positives, I got 5. I went back to journaling. I also went back to the gym. I had more crochet projects. I started pickleball despite being a hater because I was a tennis player, and usually first impression is it's just tennis made easy, but it is inclusive. So I tried it because my cousins invited me and also my brother convinced me to play with them. So I started and I enjoyed. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So I put it in my positive, and because of that, I got to socialize more with the other pickleball players. So we'll move on to the negatives. Now for this, I think I am selling myself short because as I have said, this is in comparison to March, and the negatives are somehow contradicting my positives despite the effort. So we have here inconsistent journaling, inconsistent gym, despite just getting back to it. And I put here, which is because of my crochet projects, I got thumb pain. That's why I rest every now and then whenever I crochet. Then next, we have more mood swings and detachment. Honestly, if I could summarize April, it would be that: more mood swings and detachment. Next is maybe as a result of mood swings and detachment, I got less time in prayer. I remember myself waking up and reading the Bible or praying the rosary with my parents, praying before sleeping, and now I have been doing it lesser and lesser. I think the root of this is, I'm not blaming him, but our priest here is not what I think he should be. In my opinion, church is the house of God. It inspires you to pray, to be nice to others. It motivates you to continue your life. Stuff like that. All in all, it's inspirational. It's to express devotion to the Lord. It's being kind. But the only thing that the priest showed was the devotion to the Lord. The words coming out from his mouth is not what I think a priest should say. He's saying negative things to the audience, to other people, and I did not like that. That's why I think I got less time in prayer compared before, but I know for sure that the faith is still here. And lastly, I stayed up late more, which results to not eating breakfast. I think I got insomnia, and sometimes I would just crochet myself to sleep or watch YouTube or TikTok just so I could sleep, melatonin. And lastly, for the neutrals, I have three. There is not having a job, which is okay for me because I will be enrolling, like I think this month, and I did apply for jobs in pharmacies or like cafes, but like they are looking for full-time employees. And personally, as an employee, I wouldn't hire a part-time either. And then we have the less reading. I put it on the neutral because with the less reading, I got to crochet more projects. And because I crocheted more projects, I got to share more to my family and friends, which I think is worth the sacrifice to see my creations being used by the people I love. And then lastly is the allergy. As you know, I have atopic dermatitis, and it has not been easy, but the allergies come lesser compared before. So I put it in the neutral because allergy is still allergy. It affects my daily life, but at the same time, it is not as worse as before. So it is in neutral. For April, I described it in 3 words. April me was pessimistic, was isolated by my own self, and was clearly absent. All these adjectives, I hope that for this month I can turn it into their antonyms. That is my April summary. For the month of May, I want to have a monthly reset because last month was not it. Like, I know for sure that April me was not me. So I want to have a reset, back to basics, and just take it from there. I have here my April reflections and goals, my habit summary, my May goals and habits, to change the beddings and clean my room. That is my to-do for monthly reset. For the April summary, I have the Hobonichi cousin. This is my habit tracker. As you can see here, it has become lesser and lesser. The colors are becoming less. Therefore, I was really slacking off. Not slacking off because I was not motivated, I was not driven. And that is really obvious. My April goal here is to get back to the gym, which I did, although not as frequent, but I did. And then there is finish Shatter Me book, which is the book one. I did not get to finish that, but it's okay. I also wrote here my May goals, habits I want to focus on, my crochet goals and other stuff. Now for my May goals, I want to finish Shatter Me. Yes, I want to finish Shatter Me, and I also want to finish 5 crochet projects. I have written here the 5 crochet projects: the leaf, drop top, the skylar top, backless tank top, the vines and wisteria, and a book sleeve. I want to finish this month because I want to move on from basics to garments. And then for the habits that I want to develop for me is to wake up early, and early for me means 5 to 9 a.m. and downtime at 9 p.m. and sleep hopefully by 10. This habit I want to practice now because I will soon become a student, and practice makes perfect. And then I see myself reaching less water, so for my next habit is to drink 10 glasses of water a day, and then to journal, to pray, and then to read. I hope I can sustain the habits not just in May. Hopefully May is the start. My mom passed by. I'm shy. Anyway, I also wrote here the crochets I want to put on my next batch to share to my family, like the cup holder, cable holder, evil eye keychain, sunflower keychain, lavender keychain, lipstick pouch, and some combos like the stars, tulips, flowers, leaves, heart, clover, cherry, bows, and butterfly. Now this is all I want for May. I want to make it simple so it is visible. Later I will change my beddings and clean my room, because if I show you my room right now, because my room right now is messy. I put everything random on my bed. So my bed is double size bed, so half of it is occupied by my yarns and some random stuff, and like a half or even a quarter is where I sleep. And yeah, that is it for my May plan. I want to have a recap on May by the end of the month. So I hope by the end of the month I get to report back to you on how this mission went. And I hope it's gonna be successful. It is Flores de Mayo. It's a good month, lucky month. So I'll see you.